Welcome to basic science class. We know that Earth is spherical in shape, but we can't feel it. We think that it is flattened. Why? Let's consider the example of an ant given in your textbook. A ball and an ant. When the ball becomes larger, the ant cannot see that it is on a spherical ball. When we look outside to this Earth, the Earth becomes spherical in shape. Yuri Gagarin is the first human being who traveled outside to Earth. The vast empty region beyond the Earth's atmosphere is the space. Yuri Gagarin traveled to space. Space is the vast empty region beyond the Earth's atmosphere. So Yuri Gagarin is the first person who traveled outside to Earth. But before Yuri Gagarin, great scientists all over the world discovered that Earth is a sphere. There are many other planets in space and Sun is a star, like this. What a wonder! They are only observing from this Earth and found these things correctly. The human being such an ability of intelligence. We know that Earth is revolving around its own axis. We are also revolving with Earth. The buildings, the trees, oceans and all other objects in Earth are rotating. Earth can attract every object into its center. This force of attraction is called gravitational force. We also attached with Earth by this force. Place a pin on a ball. This is the way that we living on this Earth. Above the Earth, there is a blanket-like covering of air. This covering is called atmosphere. Atmosphere also attached to Earth with this force of gravity. So atmosphere also revolves along with us. Because of this gravitational force, any objects falls freely to the land. The space travel missions prove that we can overcome the gravitational force and retain on a specific path to rotate around Earth. Sputnik 1 of Soviet Union launched on 1957 starts the space age. Up to that day, man can only observe space from Earth. In 1960, Soviet Union successfully returned 2 dogs which are alive from space. These 2 dogs, namely Belka and Strelka, are the first living beings returned from space. In 1961, the first human being, Yuri Gagarin, traveled to space in the space aircraft named Vostok 1. He spent only 108 minutes there, but it is a revolution because he is the first person who traveled above the Earth and observe Earth from there as a globe. India is advancing very fast in the field of space research. From 1962 itself, India starts its projects and later it becomes ISRO in 1969. India makes its own artificial satellite in 1975, Aryabhata. It is launched from Soviet Union, but from the second one, Rohini itself, in 1980, India launches satellites independently from Sriharikota or from India. India is not a developed country as compared to America or Soviet Union, but India develops the most economic ways to launch satellites, and now we launch vehicles of other countries in a commercial setup. India makes the record most number of satellites launched at a time. India develops space recovery capsule, that is, a spaceship can be returned by technology itself. We heard in the newspapers about the cryogenic technology that we develops. Many great scientists worked restlessly for this prestigious place among other countries. Vikram Sarabhai, the father of Indian space program, is the first among them. Satish Dhawan and APJ Abdul Kalam are also famous among them. Why we send artificial satellites? These are vehicles containing devices and sent to space by man for different purposes. So, artificial satellites are vehicles containing devices. These are sent to space by man for different purposes. We use internet with the help of satellites. Satellites helps in communication, transportation, etc. In communication, satellites help to use TV, radio broadcasting, mobile phone, internet users, used to identify fishery resources, for the military defense activities, in the field of transportation, etc. You may heard about GPS, that is Global Positioning System. This system works with the help of satellites. We need to send artificial satellites and human to space. Rockets are the launching vehicles used for these purposes. The primary function of rocket is to take human and satellites to space by overcoming the gravitational force. We know that Earth attracts every object into its center. We have to overcome this gravitational force to travel to space. In this textbook, they explain the method of making a model of rocket. Try it and post the photo or video in your class group. Okay. Rakesh Sharma is the first Indian who traveled to space. It was in 1984 from Soviet Union. Soyuz T-11 is the vehicle. He was a squadron leader at Indian Air Force. Kalpana Chawla and Sunita Williams are the two persons with Indian origin have also gone to space. Kalpana Chawla was tragically killed in an accident that occurred to the Space Shuttle Columbia in her second flight. In your textbook, there are two records explained as Sunita Williams' credit. The second one is broken by Peggy Winston from USA. Okay, there is only one record in Sunita Williams' credit. Space is a world of wonders. There is no air in space, so we carried air with us. We feel weightless because there is no gravitational force of Earth. Being weightless, we float in space. There is no atmosphere, so no atmospheric pressure. These are the reasons behind these wonders of space. We can observe Earth from there always. The same way we can watch the stars at every time. So watch the video of Sunita Williams I am attached here with. Moon is the only other celestial body on which human beings laid their foot on. On 21st July of 1969, 3 Americans landed on Moon for the first time. Neil Armstrong, Edwin Aldrin, Michael Collins are the 3. July 21st is now observed as Moon Day. We know that Vikram Sarabhai is considered as the father of Indian space programs. India is fastest growing country in the field of space research. Our Space Research Agency provided leadership in this regard. ISRO is the India's space research agency. India's first moon exploration program is Chandrayaan-1. The presence of water detected by Chandrayaan-1, so it looks the attention of all world. India's Mars Orbiter mission, otherwise called Mangalyaan, reached Mars at 2014. We expect only 6 months to it, but it's still working after the 6 years. So it is a success. No other countries in the world achieved this first mission itself a success. Aditya, the solar mission, is on progress. India's next aim is to send human beings to moon is also under progress. In future, you may be a part of it. We can observe artificial satellites in the sky. You can observe during dawn and dusk. You can see some dots of light moving from south to north in the sky. Try to observe it. Okay, that is it for today. You may become the part of future science programs. Okay, so work hard for it and best of luck for it.